Man, what's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop an upload. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos a week, man. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, it helps the collective grow, helps the collective get bigger, it helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I ain't gonna hold you. Before we get into this video, man, I want to go ahead and say I actually just saved another video about another bridge falling. A lot of bridges been falling, and then I seen a caption, and the caption was like, "What y'all think going on?" Before we start this video, man, let me know what y'all think going on. I don't know, but I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get right to the video, man. Let's go.
Okay, people, check this out. So yesterday, I was sitting on the bottom of this mountain right here, and it sounded like a door shut, or like if you ever heard an aluminum industrial door just bong, like it rings after it shuts. And it scared me, because I was just sitting right here. But if you look up, let me see if I can zoom in. I can't zoom in. But that's a door right there. I'm thinking that's a door, man. Now, I'm sure you've seen all these videos where they find the doors on the side of the mountain. But I swear to God, I heard something shut. When I looked up, I was looking at that. And I'm looking at it, and it looks like a door to me. So my only inclination is to climb back up there and check it out. Let's do it.
9 is the number. I don't talk too much about 9s.
Why you don't talk about 9s?
Because every other numerologist about them is wrong. They're just going to copy me, so I kind of keep that shit a little bit hidden. At the end of the day, everyone just copies me anyway.
So give us one tip for the guys on here. You don't got to talk about all about 9s.
Remember I told you yesterday the ability to adapt to any situation, anything? That's a 9 trait. I don't go into other 9 traits. The reason I don't do it is because they're all wrong. Like, for instance, the books and the websites, they all say 9 is the number of the humanitarian.
Yeah.
Is Joseph Stalin a fucking humanitarian? He put 50 million people in the ground. Is Heinrich Himmler, the guy who ran the SS, the guy who put people in concentration camps, is he a humanitarian? Not all 9s are humanitarians. Some are, some aren't, just like anyone else. So you have to be very, very careful about the numerology in books and on websites. If it's free, it's most likely free for a reason, because it has no value. 9 is the number. I don't talk too much about 9s.
Why you don't talk about 9s?
Because every other numerologist about them is wrong. They're just going to copy me, so at the end of the day, everyone just copies me anyway.
So give us one tip for the guys on here. You don't got to talk about all about
28 Days Later is not available for streaming platforms, and all physical media has been purchased.
I never seen that movie. Spam it up in the comments if you have. But there's a reason why it's missing, or taken down, and why somebody bought all the copies. But I do want to say, y'all getting this video after April 8th, of course, after the eclipse. But I do want to explain, I just came across the video discussing how it's a man, I don't want to get this video taken down. When everybody outside with the masses, they supposedly put some out there. It turns deers into zombies, and it possibly can infect humans. I don't know if that has something to do with 28 Days Later as far as the movie and why they took it down. But like I said, y'all getting this after April 8th. I'm shooting this before April 8th. That's how long I be putting videos in, bro. I'm way ahead of schedule for y'all. So that's why I'm saying. So I would like to get this out, but it'd be after April 8th. So y'all wouldn't get the information, but I'm still telling y'all the information, even though it's after that point. But yeah, just letting y'all know, man.
You okay? You all right? Okay, you want to drink some of this and give you some electrolyte. Us have the ability to add more when we need them. And I think the congressman's right about that fact. Jerry, you want some? Yeah, I got some here. Jerry, take a drink. You look a little dehydrated, brother. You seem a little dehydrated. You okay? You want to take a drink of this to give yourself some? How you feel, man?
I apologize if y'all can hear the rain. It's raining right now, but man, you heard it from him. He said Michael wasn't like that. But there's still people who gonna disagree. Some people who still gonna feel that maybe Michael did. But you heard it from somebody directly, and he was like, just how his parent even switched, and he just went against his parent that fast. Like, I don't know, man. What would be the reason of him lying though? Like, it wasn't really the bastard parent, because he just talked about his parent for a hot second, his mom for a hot second, and went right back on to, you know, the situation at hand. But like I said, everybody got their own opinion, but I want to know y'all thoughts as far as that. And do y'all think Michael was really in on some of the accusations and things they said he allegedly done? Let me know. I don't think he did it. I just got that vibe like he didn't do it. Yeah, they was going against him, bro, and they was trying to silence him, and they had to use it. They had to use that against him. That's what I feel like, in my opinion. They had to use that against him. He was, I don't know, man. What's y'all thoughts on that though? Spam it up in the comments.
NFL buy your brain. They tell nobody to buy your brain.
Really?
Of course, they got
the NFL buys your brain after
yes,
you die.
but
I had no idea.
Exactly, and no one have no idea.
Yo,
because then they do a study. It's like, yo,
and they keep that private.
Of course they keep that.
All right, I see the hustle.
Yeah, so
okay. They want to get you. Let me tell you something. This is something that Zane denounced that I know for a fact. The game Angry Birds has a motion like this. And if you remember, girls are just not known for playing a lot of video games. This game is popular with girls. It was a scientific calculation that this set off a certain dopamine specifically in the female mind. What else go like this?
Tinder. What else?
Instagram. But so the funny thing is the people that control that, rappers be talking about I got your bid. Instagram got your bid. Instagram got your bid. Like, I'm sorry, I know my Christian scorecard just went down for a profane piece of language. You ain't got your Instagram, got all y'all. Cause they gonna do it for the gram before they do it to you. They gonna send a picture to the gram before they send it to you. Social media doing more to hurt families than it is to help families, and families are the key to health.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Gaga, you look so good. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Do what you want. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Lady Gaga always doing something weird though. Y'all know like I know. She always doing something weird. How I feel about Kanye. Sometimes like and Kanye be slipping in and slipping out of the sunken place. Sometimes he say some wild stuff, he be like, bro, what? And then sometimes he says stuff, he be like, that man on to something. That's Kanye right there. That's the Kanye I was talking about. Like that's the Kanye. He got that song, I miss the old Kanye. I miss the old Kanye, bro. Me personally, I miss the old Kanye, but I do appreciate the new Kanye too, because new Kanye gotta open up doors and just reach different heights. He has to grow as if he's a human or if he's a clone, I guess, whatever. He on the stage, musically, you get what I mean. I just miss the old Kanye. I miss the soul. I miss all that soul he used to come with. If y'all agree with me, let me know if y'all agree with me. Antonio Brown, he crazy, right? Shouldn't use that word. We shouldn't call people crazy. He be flying off the handle sometimes. He's a hell of a damn character. But I do also think that maybe he went off with that one. Maybe he just dropped a gem on us. Some people gonna believe it, some people ain't, but it's the NFL. I definitely believe what he's saying as far as that, as far as the NFL. But they need to study the brains. But why is it in secret? Why is secretly doing it? I feel like they should do that and let it be known to the public that that's what they're doing, and what they research and learn, they should give it to the public. Because if they holding it back, it make me second guess what you really holding it back for. Is it because you know that football really is a dangerous sport? Is that what it is? Is you know that it be really affecting humans' brains? Those who've had him concussions from playing football, bro. I'm talking about really playing, like you padded up, you get knocked out type stuff, and you had a couple, or the ones you didn't got. You get that little pound in your head, like that little throb, and then it get worse because you stay in the game, and then you make another hit, or you get hit, and it get worse, and you still playing, and your vision off lightweight. When you get those, I wonder what it really doing to the brain, what they ain't telling us, and why they really secretly doing their research and taking the brains and not telling nobody. And somebody who play football, if I want my sons to play football, or if I got family members that want to play, like I want us to be knowledgeable as far as the long run. Because as y'all know, yeah, football causes a lot of concussions, man. And that's why when Antonio Brown say that, it hit home for me. So I really want to know, like, what's up? Like, what's really going on? What y'all really learning when y'all secretly take an NFL player's brain?
I'm going to give it to you raw. Parents, make sure that you don't get f***ed. Straight up. There's a lot of f***ing going on in the entertainment industry, the music industry. Everybody's getting caught up into something. I'm cured now, though, everybody. I'm cured. Everything's good. You know, y'all can have me over for dinner. Everything is good.
If it's anything I took from this interview, it was this. This was gold right here.
I done already told you, I'm one of the richest people that ever lived. Yes. Only in the fact that when I wake up in the morning, no matter where I am, I don't need nothing.
That's good.
Whatever I need is right around me. And whatever I don't have, it's only just because I don't have it. It's not because I can't get it. All I got to do is want it, and it belongs to me. So because of that, because I'm favored by God, like when I see people's wives and stuff, I don't even look at them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have.
What?
Because I know how blessed I am. If I look at it, I got it. Yeah!
That man knows something. I don't even look at things I don't want, because if I look at it, I'll have it. That's how favored I am by God. Be careful what you're looking at.
And don't think he's saying he's just favored by God. Don't get it confused. You are too. You just got to learn yourself. You got to learn your power. God, man, he blessed all of us, bro. You just got to have faith. Ain't that what it's all about? Have faith, man. Have faith in him. Have faith in yourself that you're going to get it done, and he going to give you the strength to get it done. And your life going to go like that too. I only say that because there's certain things in my life that I've been able to change or do for in a positive manner that I wasn't once upon a time able to do in a legit way. Put it like that. And it made me, I always stay humble, because what goes up comes back down. I always was raised that way. But I also just sit back and be like, when I had to take time and appreciate the work I put in, or things that I've received, or things I've done, and I had to take time to appreciate that. And I'd be like, damn, once upon a time you said you was going, you said you wanted, you said you was going to do, and you did it. And then it's like, you got, okay, you did that. Now you got to go back and rewrite your goals. But I agree with Cat Williams right there, man. And I believe everybody watching this and everybody out there can do the same. So it ain't that he's saying he's just favored. He's saying he is favored because we all favored. But you gotta know how to tap into that. You gotta do your work. You gotta tap into that. You gotta learn from the inside out. And then it's gonna happen for you. I mean, I believe in you. Do you believe in yourself? Spam it up. Say I believe in myself in the comments. I need that. I need to see the energy collective.
I remember we had an FBI consultant on the picture telling me that they can use your ADT security box microphone to get your stuff that's going on in your house, or OnStar, they could shut your car down. And he told me that 1 in 5 phone calls that you make are recorded and logged. And I laughed at him, and then he played back a phone conversation I'd had 2 years prior to joining the picture. The FBI
Man, look, as you can see, I still got on my lock button, so I'm kind of fresh up. But look, this dream I had last night about this eclipse, I have never in my life had a dream like this, y'all. So there were 5 moons. It was 5 moons out the night of the eclipse. It was 5 moons out. And so people were gathered, families were together. My family was together. Everybody was like, it's crazy. So I walk in the house. Well, I walk outside the house for something. And as I'm walking out the house, the military was everywhere, y'all. The military was everywhere in brown vest, and they were sitting there talking. And one of the men in the military said a creature was on the loose called Titan Zero. Literally, that's what he said. I remember it so vividly. He said the creature was named Titan Zero, and we need to be careful. So I walked back in the house to tell my family to get together and let them know what the military said. And one of my family members went outside. Blue lights, the brown Jeeps that the military be driving, they were everywhere. And they told him the exact same thing, that there's a creature on the loose called Titan Zero. And again, I said it was 5 moons out that night. The day of the solar eclipse, it was 5 moons out that night. I don't know what it means. I've never had a dream like that. I don't know. Again, I don't know what it means, but something is going on. Something is coming, y'all. And I just had to share that with y'all on this platform.
I mean, damn. To have a name already set, either he literally did have that dream, or his ass was a good ass. He a good creator. He came up with that. Nah, I'm playing. Shout out to dude in his content, bro. I'm just joking. Nah, but I really believe him though. He had too much detail. Like, he had too much detail. He was like, it's Titan Zero. I remember it vividly. Right when he said, I remember it vividly, I was already thinking, damn, he got some good detail. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It kind of just makes it weird for me, because I said I had a dream. I didn't say it was no eclipse. I didn't say it was on the day of the eclipse. I didn't say that. I said previously in videos, I had a dream and the military was everywhere. Me and my family was getting into it on who was going where. My grandparents said they going with the people, and we were saying we going off grid. And that's how the family got split up. Some of the family was split from that point forward. And I knew I wasn't going to see the grandparents again, because I knew, like, we know, come on, man. But he said he got a dream and he see military people everywhere. I saw military people everywhere, and I seen a few of y'all comments say the same thing. Y'all had dreams like that. But we gonna see what's what, man. Only time gonna tell what the future holds.
Well, hot damn, that was easy. What a pretty bird.
Why she just didn't show the rest, man? Damn. Damn. Was he reaching?
Okay, like real quick couple of questions. What was on the boat? Like what was in those containers? 'Cause it was carrying almost 5,000 containers, so like what was on the boat? What was on the boat? Like I haven't done a ton of digging into this specific company, but I guess their owner was like found in their car. So like what was on the boat? And it was going to this place, which yeah, what what was on the boat? What was on the boat? Because it's rumored that this port is like one of the biggest hubs for this type of activity. So like, what was on the boat? And then for this guy to come out and say, what was it that he said? Oh, right, the federal government is going to fund the rebuild. So basically like you and I, taxpayers, are gonna pay for them to put this building. But that's a shipping giant, which definitely has insurance. Why aren't they making an insurance claim where they can like do an investigation to figure out what happened to the boat? What was on the boat? What was on the boat? Now we're paying for it this way, so there doesn't have to be an investigation. No. We'll just pay for it and everything goes away. What was on the boat? This is a severe problem in Baltimore, so what was on the boat?
He reaching about Trump? Or is he telling the truth to y'all? I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna look a little deeper. I'm a little bit say he not reaching. I'm gonna say right now he not reaching, but I'm gonna look a little deeper. He making a lot of sense. Lady with the horse, she need to stop doing videos like that. Post the whole thing or don't post it at all, bro.
Entonces el Shaolin, y las que ven,
Son todos
la
alrededor.
mitad de la ven.
Sí.
Entonces el Shaolin, y las que ven,
Son todos
la
alrededor.
mitad de la ven.
Sí.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. I am at loss of words right now. Okay, all right. Let's start from the beginning. Do you remember when this happened to Beyonce? When she went on the TV show and, like, the fake stomach collapsed? I mean, we can say allegedly the fake stomach, but, I mean, here it is. It looks like one of those fake tummies people have when they, want to look pregnant. But now listen to this. I was just listening to news about Diddy and what's going on with him, and they're, like, reeling in Jay-Z and all of this, and Beyonce and all this other debacle and stuff. And this is what I noticed. Kathy White was Jay-Z's ex-girlfriend, former mistress. She's also known as Corey. And she was Jay-Z's mistress until the year Beyonce had the baby blue. Incidentally, this Corey girl, the mistress, died died under mysterious circumstances. She had just given an interview talking about Jay-Z and her relationship, which was supposed to be all hush-hush. In fact, every time Jay-Z would go out with her, he'd always ask her to bring friends along so it wouldn't look like they were together alone. And the last time that they were publicly seen together, Jay-Z was with Diddy and they were in Las Vegas at the Floyd Mayweather boxing match. And they were seen with Corey the Mistress and this other lady, Claudia Jordan. And there is Beyonce's song where she's talking about, "You're laying on the floor in blood, ruining my carpet and my couture." And I'm like, what? So this girl that passed away mysteriously, the thing is this, she was pregnant with Jay-Z's baby. So now she passed away. Beyonce goes on the interview and this happens. And then all of a sudden, Beyonce and Jay-Z have a baby. This is their child. And this is the girl that passed away. I'm not even going to say it. Does it make sense? Yeah, it makes sense.
I ain't hear that last part about Blue Ivy being the child of the real one. But I told y'all previously we was gonna get on Jay, and I had something with Jay, and that is something I have another video coming with the Jay thing, but it wasn't that last part is not what I heard first. That just took me for one, because I only heard the beginning until that last one. I'm like, whoa, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I didn't say all that. I don't know if I agree with her yet with the last part. But told you we was on Jay's ass, and he was doing some of the same stuff Diddy been doing. Not maybe some to the same extent of some things, but as far as wiping people off the map, getting them off the board.
This when COVID started here in the US, there was this guy that had millions of followers throughout all these platforms, and he deleted all of his other platforms except for TikTok, and he made like a series of videos apologizing to his fans and like pretty much telling them to be prepared from what happens now when it started to 2026. I came across his page when I had the very first time, and I was out of commission for like a month and a half because I was so sick, so I had time to watch all his videos. There was like 70, 80 videos, and you can tell they were all made in the same day, so he was trying to hurry up and push out the information, and then he was gone. His last video, he was like sobbing, could barely even speak at that point. And he said that him, his wife, and his 3 kids were going to live off grid and disappear until 2029, when he will be able to come back and reveal who gave him this information and who his resources were. But he would refer to these people as uppers. In like the first 10 videos, he discusses how he got his social media platforms and that he was given fame and that his cousin was actually the one that was famous, and his cousin took him to an event and he latched on to someone that was in the uppers that's against famous people. So I guess like, in other words, a famous person that has a committee that's against the bad famous people. They latched on and became friends, and they gave him an assignment. They gave him social media platforms with millions of followers and told him to post for 2 months so he becomes a familiar face, and then to delete all his platforms and just stick with one platform that is popular in that time. And during that time and now, TikTok is the most popular platform. And I'm into conspiracies, and I only remember the ones that scare me. I know that's weird, but I remember watching all his videos, and I was terrified because the things he was saying made sense. And I almost made like a mental checklist. So anytime anything happens, I'm like, he said that. I kid you not, everything this man has said so far has happened, and I cannot find his videos. And I hope people remember him, because it was like a year straight people made fun of him, and then it just all stopped. And what brought this up today is I just watched a video of The Simpsons talking about the stars falling from the sky. And he made this comment that made no fucking sense to me. And he said, I want you guys to know that the stars are going to fall, but it's not the ones that are in the sky. It's the ones you look up to. In the back of my head, I said, the ones I look up to are the ones in the sky. Absolutely not. And now it makes sense after seeing that little clip. It blows my mind. If anybody remembers it and you can find a video, tag me in it so I can have proof. But also, I want to rewatch his videos because, holy shit, like, mind blown.
Did y'all see the hand signal? I can't be the only one. If you didn't see it, it happened a little bit before the video was over. I know I'm not the only one who missed it. I know I'm not, but then again, too, if it was just if I'm reaching on that one, okay, I'll take that. But what y'all feel about what he's saying though? The content creator that went missing, he latched on to this person latched on to this, and he believed this and he believed that. How y'all feel? How y'all feel? And if y'all know the creator, let me know, because I don't know who he talking about.
Satan. The Book of Enoch explained a group of fallen angels known as the Watchers, and what they did will shock you. I'll explain the worst of these angels at the end of the video, so stay until the end. There are 200 of these angels that fell, and here are a few of their names: Samiaza, Azazel, Armaros, Arakil, and Barakil. Now let me explain why these angels are so bad. Azazel taught mankind how to make weapons for war. This act alone resulted in chaos, even still to this day. But it gets far worse. The leader of these angels, Samiaza, is far worse than Satan himself. Here's why. Not only was Samiaza the one responsible for leading every fallen angel to sin, he also led a series of experiments with the other fallen angels. They created a series of twisted, disfigured beings with human DNA and animal DNA. This whole story is spoken about in the Book of Giants. It says the 200 angels chose animals on which to perform unnatural acts, including presumably humans. I plan on releasing a full video on this exact story. If you are interested in that, follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel in my bio.
Yo, this is crazy, yo. It's the middle of the night, and we literally all saw an explosion, and then everyone in the neighborhood saw the same UFO, bro. And now the fire department's here trying to figure out what the hell's going on, but nobody believes us. Like, we kept telling them, like, there's a UFO that, like, came down. I heard a scream. I ran outside. I saw the explosion. My neighbor saw it. And apparently it was pulling somebody out of this house over here. It's crazy. Anyway, I'll let y'all know, like, what happens, but this is crazy. Like, we literally saw a UFO, all of us. If you didn't believe in aliens before, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Did they stop? Did you think they stopped it when they? I don't know. Y'all even believe them? I believe them though. But then again, it reminded me of the movie Fourth Kind. I know y'all seen it. That movie a classic, bro. And that's what that reminded me of when they say try to take their son. I could be wrong. I could be reaching. I'm gonna look a little deeper into that story. Y'all let me know if y'all know anything about that story. But I personally think that reminded me of Fourth Kind.
This story. Tonight, 3 Wilmington, North Carolina police officers have been fired after a routine audit of a patrol car camera uncovered what authorities describe as extremely racist comments toward African Americans. Here's CBS's Jeff Pegues.
An internal probe by the Wilmington Police Department reveals hate-filled conversations with 3 veteran officers. Officer Kevin Piner is heard telling Corporal Jesse Moore that the protest would soon lead to a civil war, and that he is ready. He goes on to tell more that he was going to buy a new assault rifle, and soon we are just going to go out and start slaughtering them expletive N-words. Piner says a civil war is needed to wipe them off the expletive map. That'll put them back about 4 or 5 generations. Later, during a phone call with Piner, Moore refers to a woman he arrested as the N-word and says she needed a bullet in her head right then. Donnie Williams is the department's new police chief. He fired the officers on his first day.
When you talk about killing people and generations of people, that is disturbing.
According to investigators, the officers blame their comments on the stress of today's climate in law enforcement. CBS News has reached out to the police union and the 3 officers for comment. So far, they haven't responded. Jeff Begay, CBS News, Washington.
Just like I'm sure those individual police officers want people in the streets to, not even just in the streets, just regular civilians, to hold themselves accountable for their actions and be adults and not be doing anything that's negative. They're not even holding themselves accountable for their own actions. What was so hard with just saying, you know, we were wrong? What's just wrong with saying they were wrong? Too much pride? They shouldn't be on that badge then. Shouldn't have that badge if they got too much stress based off the climate. If they scared to be on the force out there in the streets. If you're scared, that's not a job you should be having, because you're gonna make a mistake being scared. You're not aware of nothing while you vibrating off fear. And it's just like, come on, bro, hold yourself accountable. You want to hold us accountable for the law, then why don't you hold yourself accountable too? It's numerous times I've seen police officers driving on the street on their phone, but will blurb you if you on yours. We made it to the end of this, man. I appreciate y'all. If y'all stuck all the way through, if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop an upload. Y'all know we coming with them 4 videos a week, man. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps the Collective get bigger. It helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I ain't gonna hold you, man. I hope y'all having a smooth 7. And until I see y'all in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know what